Alright guys, welcome to my part 2 of the 1.7 Jurassic World Alive patch notes breakdown. So, still a lot of stuff to go through. Like, I couldn't even believe my last video was almost 30 minutes. Just so much stuff to go through, man. This is a huge update. Like, honestly, I know I haven't talked about this a lot, but 1.6 was it wasn't a huge update. Like, there's some changes here and there, some tweaks, really good ones, I'd say, and a lot of not so stuff that didn't really work out well. But, you know, the increased drone range, that was nice. All that for supply drops and stuff. And, well, 1.7, we got a lot of stuff to go through. And a lot of controversial stuff as well. But, if you haven't checked out my first part of the patch notes breakdown, I'll leave the link in the description so you guys could go check that out. That one I went through all the new dinos, the new, the new tournaments, whatever, all the geolocation, those changes. This one's going to solely focus on the creature changes, everything that's, battle related, except for stat boost, since I already kind of went over that. But for just in short, for those of you who don't know already, stat boosts are coming. You could buy and earn them, and then it just increases your dino's damage, health, and base speed. Speed can go up to 100, and then attack and defense goes up by 50%. So keep that in mind when going through all these creature changes, because it's gonna be a doozy. Anyways, let's first go over the updated abilities and stuff. So we got a bunch of new abilities. So new abilities. This update introduces Cenozoic creatures and the associated rend and precise mechanics. Rend is a shorthand to communicate that an ability is based on the max HP of the target creature instead of being based on the creature's statistic. The damage is based on target's maximum health points. However, as opposed to damage over time, this works even if the creature is immune, because Rend base damage is based on the opponent's creature's max HP. In order to determine the base damage value, please be aware that this damage value can be reduced by shields and distraction effects. That's interesting. Rend attacks can score critical hits as usual. So it basically means your base damage is going to be your opponent's HP times whatever percentage the Rend is. So if you're a dino with Rend and you have like 800 base damage, that doesn't matter when you're using Rend. The base damage turns into, for example, if it's a 0.5 Rend, it's just gonna turn into your opponent's HP times 0.5, and then everything else applies. Ferocious boost, distractions, shields, all that. Those still apply. Please be aware that in this update, rending abilities have the armor piercing and shield breaking mechanics. Yep. Might not always be the case if we make additional abilities that use Rend. Designers note on this new mechanic and further balancing adjustments. Let's see what they think. This is a new mechanic. We want to introduce this mechanic to the game and see how the community reacts. Similar to changes that previously made to damage over time. This is very similar to damage over time. This mechanic has a chance to tweak the meta significantly. Therefore, it's possible that the Rend mechanic and the associated abilities receive a tweak in future updates. Yeah, that I can see happening. Precise. Precise is shorthand to communicate that an ability's direct damage component will always hit the target. Even if the target is under the effect of a cloak or evasion ability, note that cloak or evasion remains in effect. Precise does not nullify. Okay, so it's basically an all that doesn't null, but it still hits through the cloak and evasion. I actually like this a lot. It doesn't null the effect, but it still hits your target. So this affects evasive more than cloak, since cloak you could still get that 2 times damage boost. Which it's still better for 2 times damage in a lot of cases for early dominant and dominant, or else it's just gonna be 3 times damage over 2 turns instead of 4. But yeah, that's the thing. Also, you have to keep crits in mind, so that's not exactly the case, but that's generally. Anyways, moving on. Definite is shorthand to communicate that an ability damage will get through. Armored, invincibility, dodging, cloaked. Okay, so this is basically it's like if you guys watch Yu-Gi-Oh, this is attacking your opponent's life points directly. It goes through armor, shield, dodge, cloak, whatever. It's kind of like that, I guess. Although, does it go through distraction? That I don't know though. Anyways, let's check out these new moves. Distraction, opponent's damage is reduced 50% for 1 turn, attacks times 1. Defensive stance, priority, cleanse self, shield 50% for 1 turn. Okay, so it's a priority cleanse with the shield. That's not horrible, I guess. It's not that great either, though. Cleansing strike, it's a cleansing impact, but a strike. Minor rending attack destroys shields. Oh, this one destroys shields. Inflict 0.25 of opponent's max HP as armor-piercing damage. Rending attack, that's 0.33 times. And then rending takedown is 0.5. Okay. Wow, 0.5. That's... Okay. It has a 1-turn delay. Like, if you could, like, just use that, like, back-to-back, or not even back-to-back, like, you know, 2 turns prior, that would be pretty crazy. Precise strike, that's precision, and 1 times. And then impact and rampage. Precise pounce. Okay, so you could hit them through a cloak / evasive, but also being a pounce. So that's the one that Smilodon has. I think. I might have to go back and check. Precise slowing strike. So that's slowing strike, but precise. Precise. So you got precise piercing strike, shattering impact, shattering rampage. Then you got definite strike, impact, rampage. And then you got some new dodges, which is hilarious. Because a lot of people have been complaining about dodging, and then they just add a bunch more. But then, I mean, it's not that much a problem now that you have, like, all these moves to counter them. Like precision, precise, wait, that's the same thing. Precise, and then definite, and all that stuff. Long dodge, priority, cleanse, dodge, 100% chance for 2 turns. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's really good. Wonder who gets that. Sidestep, priorities, cleanse self, dodge chance 66% for 1 turn. Increase speed 10% for two turns. Okay, so don't dodges for 1 turn. Okay, so it's basically a speed increase for 2 turns that you're risking a chance of getting hit by. Interesting move. Probably not that great. It really depends. The sidestep really depends if you're gonna get hit or not. Like, this is like a totally RNG move, man. Anyways, moving on. Swap in dodge. So it's a swap in, but like dodge chance. Ooh, it's 100%. Swap in evasion for 3 turns. Bound for 1 turn. Okay, that's interesting. Swap in prowl. Dodge 50% 1 turn. Increase crit chance 50% for 1 turn. Bound for 2 turns. That's a really deadly one. Although I don't know. Cloak might be better, honestly. Well, Cloak is just better. Cloak is better. It's not might be better. Cloak is better than this, but you know, it should be an interesting move to add on some creatures. Swap in definite strike. Okay, and then it's just swap in plus that. Prowl, priority, dodge 50%. So that's okay. That's just prowl, but like not swapped in. Raking claws. Remove target's dodge and cloak attack 2 times. Delay 1, cooldown 1. What? Oh, this one removes it. So it's like null rampage. Why do you call it this? Why not null rampage? Nullifying rampage. Okay, it probably fits some dino whatever or creatures. Physical attributes, I guess. And mobilize, priority, stun, 100%. Target is swap prevented 2 turns. Ooh, that's actually a good swap out prevention move. I like that more than the lockdown moves. All right, new passive abilities. Ooh, here we go. Minimal rending counterattack, minor rending counterattack. So it's 15%, 20%, 25%, and 33%. So it's basically counter but rending. Precise shattering counter, destroyed shields, bypass armor, precise damage. Okay, so it's precise counter. Nullifying counter, that's interesting. I don't know why they'd have that. All these new moves, man. These are the best parts of the update. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of good parts in this update. I don't know. Whatever. But there's also a lot of bad parts. So it kind of balances out. Moving on. Ability update. Debilitating distraction delay is now 0. the DIORAJA thing that has debilitating distraction, so that's gonna be really good. Fodder just messaged me. He doesn't think Ehrlich Spinix is gonna be that great. I'd have to disagree. Debilitating distraction with 0 delay now, that's actually crazy. Like, before debilitating, I wasn't too hot on debilitating distraction just because of the delay, and it was only on Ehrlich Gen 2. Ehrlich Gen doesn't have too much HP and it has 1 turn delay, so it's probably gonna get wrecked anyways. But now it has 0 delay. This is crazy good debilitating distraction. So yeah. Wait, which one is it? Which one does Ehrlich Gen 2 have? Is it debilitating distraction or is it debilitating strike? I don't know. I'll check in game. But moving on. Impact cooldown is now 1. Thank you, Ludia. Finally, Impact is as short as a cooldown as Rampage. Because Impact used to be trash, right? Especially when you compare it to Rampage. Rampage has no delay, and then cooldown 1. And then Impact doesn't have a delay, but it has a cooldown of 2 and only does 1.5 times damage. This finally makes more sense. So, there's that. Yeah, that is debilitating distraction. Damn, this is gonna be... I don't know. I think... I'd have to disagree with Fodder here. I think Ehrlich Spinix is gonna be pretty awesome, man. 129 speed, debilitating distraction, and then, yeah, man, wow. Swap interaction is now 9% per instant distraction, okay. So, this is actually great, I guess, for those who have this move, at all, because, you know, it's more or less a free swap-in for the most part, unless it's against Immune Dino or Cleansing Dino, whatever. But other than that, it's pretty nice. As they talked about down here, in the designer's note, that's also another application of it. If you're swapping creatures faster than the expected swapping creature that deals damage, like Dracorex Gen 2, Dracoceratops, you can outsmart the target swapping ability by swapping or distracting, knowing that it occurs first. So it's probably not going to happen when they swap it in the first time, because that's a bit hard to predict, unless, you know, they do something super predictable, like if you open Dialocaius, they open Indo, they go Cleansing Impact, then you pretty much know they're gonna swap in a Dracoceratops next turn, and then you could swap in like that. But otherwise, it's more usable when you already know that the opponent has Dracoceratops or Draco Gen 2 in the back, so you could use this counter. It's not gonna, like, you know, it's not gonna completely make Draco's Gen 2 or Dracoceratops not usable, but, you know, it helps sometimes. Alright, let's move on to creature adjustments. So, a lot of attributes changing. Yeah. Yikes. Let's see, what's this? We've also reduced the cost of swap prevention mechanics in order to give a bit of boost to crocodile and creature. Thank you. That's much needed. Alright, let's start with number 1, Elenkylosaurus. Got hit by HP nerf. I don't know why. It wasn't great to begin with already. I don't get this nerf, honestly. Amargasaurus, attack reduced to 1020. Okay, I guess it did have a lot of crazy multipliers, so that does make kind of a bit of sense to me. Ankylosaurus. Oh, by the way, a common theme that you would see in this, in the creature adjustments, is that dinos with intangibles like armor or crit chance, since, you know, with the stat boost, now you could change, you can increase dinos' attacks, HP, and speed values. You cannot, however, change crit chances and armor. So a lot of armor dinos and crit chances, or high crit chance dinos, are probably gonna get nerfed down here. So that's why you would see stuff like Anki get nerfed, Anki Gen 2 get nerfed, just because you can't really change their armor, and they have high armor. So, you know, in the stat boost department, so you don't want them to be too overpowered, I guess. And Kentro HP reduced there, Brachy attack reduced, Carno HP reduced, attack reduced, counter becomes greater, rending counter attack. It's gonna help it a bit, I guess. Carno's still not gonna be viable. Charlie attack increased to 1490. It's gonna be the highest damaging non-hybrid raptor. You know, that's what it's trying to do. Darwinopteryx, HP increase, speed increase, that helps it a lot. It used to be, straight up garbage before. This helps it a bit. Darwinopteryx, attack reduced to 970. Bleed, because it doesn't matter that much. Dinokairos, attack reduced. Why? I don't know. Dimetrodon, HP increase. Dimetrodon Gen 2 HP increase. That's good for them. Obviously, they kind of did need that. Diamondactylus, they did get a nerf before, though, so keep that in mind. Diamondactylus, attack increased to 860. Exchange the short defense and basic attack. Swap prevention mechanics. Basic attack becomes shielding strike. Short defense becomes instant pinning strike. Huh. Okay. That's interesting. So it's going to be very, very useful against... Well, I don't even know how useful it's going to be. Like... The main use I would see this would be against Monoguandon, but then again, Monoguandon is regen and run, so if you pin it, it's gonna cleanse and run anyways. What other end runs would there? I don't know. I guess they just wanted to counter normal end runs and not regen or priority running abilities, I guess. Moving on. DIORAJA. DIORAJA got a huge change here. DIORAJA used to be hot garbage, and now it's pretty broken. DIORAJA's attributes and moveset are revamped to be more of a coherent, meta-relevant, unique creature. DIORAJA has precise shattering counterattack, removed the swap-in ability, no need for pinning strike. It has Django superiority strike, and that's a huge, huge buff for DIORAJA. Special abilities become instant distraction, ferocious strike, and instant invincibility. This is attack increase to 1000 HP, increase to 4.58. This is now an instant tyrant here. This is one of the best items in the game now. DIORAJA with these changes. Superiority strike is huge for it. Precise shattering counterattack is great. Instant distraction. It's like a Trico but with more versatility and less burst damage, but a decent amount of, consistent damage, especially with that ferocious strike. I don't even know why they have the ferocious strike up there. Like, damn, that's a bit too much, right? I think. I don't even know, man. DIORAJA, huge buff to DIORAJA. One of the best items in the game instantly now. So, just good to get that out of the way. Move on. Diplitator, attack increase to 1 point. Just doesn't matter. Dracorax, swap-in, strike becomes drop-in. I don't know how to, I have trouble with this word. Definite? I don't even know. Strike. Attack reduced to 1.2k. Health increased to 3000. I don't know. I feel it's a bit of a nerf, but, who uses Dracoraxes anyways. Moving on. Dracorax Gen 2. Attack increased to 1.2k. That's a huge Draco Gen 2 buff. So that helps that. If you're fan of Dracorax Gen 2, then you'll like this. If you're not a fan, then you won't like this. Soundoreptus, attack increase to 900. And that's, as you can see, we're going through alphabetical order, right? And that's the end of the Ds. So, what is missing from here? Which dino that starts with a D that's missing from here? Oh yes, Dracoceratops. Nothing changed for Dracoceratops. Dracoceratops is still good old Dracoceratops. Nothing changed. If you're a Dracocera hater, then this is bad news. If you're a Dracocera supporter, then you probably would love this. If you're a Dracocera maniac, then you probably would hate this as well, because you probably want your Dracocera buffed even more, right? But yeah, no change to Dracocera. So, moving on. Echo, speed increased to 129 HP, reduced to 2550. I don't know what they're going for here, honestly. Doesn't make too much sense. Echo's set is made to keep it alive a bit longer than other raptors, and then this just doesn't make too much sense. But, who cares about Echoes anyways? And Monoguandon, HP increased to 5220. Why would you increase its HP? It's already so good. It's already has so much HP. Moving on, Erlikosaurus, attack increased to 1470. Erlik Gen 2, speed increased to 129. Just to bring Spinonyx, whatever it's called, Ehrlich Spinix's speed to 129, I guess. Moving on, Eupocephalus, HP reduced to 4140. That's sad because I like Eupocephalus a lot. I think it's a really underrated non-hybrid dino. Gallimimus, attack increased to 1280, HP increased to 2100. Okay? Well, that's interesting but weird. Draft Titan, attack reduced to 1020, same with Brachy. Gorgosuchus, huge buff, attack increased to 14k. Not 14k, 1.4k. That would be like the biggest thing ever if it was actually 14k. 1.4k. That makes just Gorgosuchus just immensely better now. And also with the Post-Metrodon nerf, which we'll see in a bit, Gorgosuchus is now clearly better than Well, I wouldn't say clearly better, but in most situations would be better than Post-Metrodon. Moving on. GRYPO, rebuilt as a sustained rending counterattacker. Ferocity Strike becomes regeneration counter, becomes rending counterattack. Lockdown Strike becomes immobilize. HP increased to 4440. Huge buff for GRYPO. Honestly, I don't know which one's better, GRYPO or DIORAJA. I have to probably do some more matchup testings to actually know this. Well, although honestly, it doesn't even matter now. Like with stat boosts, like matchups are almost irrelevant, which is what really infuriates me with stat boosts. Anyways, moving on. Grapasuchus, HP increased to 4050, attack increased to 1200, basic attack becomes Fan-Shatting Strike, lockdown impact becomes immobilize. I don't know about this one though. Isn't Grapasuchus the one with Ferocity? Because Ferocity plus an impact, that's actually pretty big for it. But then again, it did get an attack increase, so maybe they didn't want it to deal that much damage, right? Which makes sense. And now Grapasuchus, like Perlith, Perlosaurus was probably better than Grapasuchus before, but now Grapasuchus got a buff, which helps that. Iguanodon, attack reduced. Indon, attack increased to 1.3k. That's actually pretty big. It's not a big change, but it helps quite a few matchups, actually. But matchups don't matter anymore. Okay, I have to keep on reminding myself of that. Irritator, attack change to 1070. That's a really weird wording. They usually say, either it's increased or reduced. This one, it just changed. I'm not going to tell you if it increased or decreased, just in case anyone gets mad, and those of you who care about Irritator would get mad at it, but we're just going to change it to 1070. All right, moving on. Just joking around. Irritator Gen 2 swap-in ability becomes swap-in definite. Ah, man, I really don't know how to pronounce this word. Strike. Caprasuchus, Ferocity. Oh, Caprasuchus got absolutely slaughtered this patch. Caprasuchus is... Damn. Poor thing. Yeah, Caprasuchus got slaughtered this patch. Caprasuchus was actually really great. A lot of top draft picks for our non-hybrid draft tournament. But it got slaughtered this patch. Moving on, Colosuchus Gen 2, speed increased to 126. I don't know why, but okay. Myosaur, HP reduced to 4500. Megalosuchus, HP increased to 4.5k. Basic attack becomes Definitive Strike. Critical impact becomes Fan-Shattering Impact. It doesn't matter. I mean, it really is that trade-off between more damage. Okay, you know what? I changed my mind. I think Megalosuchus got better. I do think, because Critical Impact, it's a good move, but Megalosuchus already has a lot of damage on its own, so I don't think more damage matters that much. And Fan-Shattering Impact helps because obviously, it's Fan-Shattering, right? And Megalosuchus didn't have any Fan-Shattering capabilities before, so I think this actually helps. And Definitive Strike, right, as well. Monometrodon, speed reduced to 125, HP. Why? I don't even know. Monomimus, it just keeps on getting memed on. Monomimus gains swap and dodge, HP reduced to 2.1k. I don't know how dead Monomimus can be, but it's pretty dead. Monolophosaurus, attack increased to 1380. Monolophosaurus Gen 2, HP reduced to 2370. I don't know why the Gen 1's increased, Gen 2's decreased. That's pretty hilarious. Not that it matters. Monoceratops, HP reduced to 4260. Nodosaurus, HP reduced to 4.2k. here you see the trends of the armored dinos, Monostego, Nodosaurus, getting their, stats reduced here. Nindasuchus, attack increased to 1530. Ophiuchodon, HP increased to 4170. Ouranosaurus. Why? Why'd you have to nerf Ouranosaurus? Well, it's not by too much, so it doesn't matter. Attack reduced to 1290. Pachycephalosaurus, attack increased to 1.2k, HP reduced to 4050. Paramaloc, attack reduced to 1110. Tweak, okay, Paramaloc got a huge rework here as well. Tweak this creature to be more of a sustained team play tank. Strike becomes Shielding Strike. Rampage and Run becomes Regen and Run. Greater Stunning Strike becomes Greater Stunning Impact. Huge change for Paramaloc. Paramaloc used to be a Stegosaurus top light. Now it just completely changed its play style. Regen Run, one of the best moves in the game. Shielding Strike becomes Shielding Strike. That obviously helps. And then, especially with Regen and Run, turn 1 you got... So turn 1 you're not taking as much damage, or turn 2 if you're slower, I guess. And then Greater Stunning Impact, obviously that helps with the damage, with the for the base damage reduction. And then Regen and Run, it's just a crazy move, which you guys all know. Moving on, Post-Metrodon, attack reduced to 950, another drop of tier for that. Damn, this patch is just nerfing all my favorite dinos, man. Post-Metrodon, Ouranosaurus, Nodo got another nerf, Maiasaura got a nerf, Caprosuchus got obliterated. They're nerfing my favorite dinos, man. I'm not too happy about it. Okay, moving on. Where were we? Post-Metrodon. Postosuchus, attack increased to 1450. Monstrous turn 1 damage still, so there's that. Terravexus, Swap and Ability becomes Swap Invasion. That's going to be a bit better. I don't know if anyone's still going to run it still. Still not that great of dino. Perlith, attack reduced to 1000, HP increased to 3.6k. Armor increased to 15%. Lockdown strike. Oh, wow, this is a huge rework for that. Minor random counterattack. Perlith used to be trash. Oh, you know what? With these changes, I'm pretty sure Postosuchus is now the highest turn 1 damage dealer in the game now. Persource, attack increased to 1140. Okay. Persource Gen 2 HP decreased to 4.2k. Attack increased to 1250. Rajasaurus HP reduction. Sarcoryxes attack reduction. HP increase. Huh? That's weird. I don't know why, but okay. Sarcosuchus attack significantly increased to 1270. That is very true. That's a really significant boost. Scaff attack reduced to 950. No, another one of my dinos that I like got nerfed. Secodontosaurus attack increased to 1. Wow, that's a huge. Okay, Secodontosaurus. Damn. Okay. Wow, Secodontosaurus. It's gonna be great for non-hybrid teams. I know. A lot of you say, "Oh, what's this guy going on about Secodontosaurus? No one cares about the thing." Okay, here's the thing. In non-hybrids, if you're running a non-hybrids account, the only counter to Trico is Secodonto, so this helps. Skulosaurus, slow impact becomes tracking rampage. This doesn't make too much sense to me, but okay. I think they're just trying to differentiate it from Trigodistus, so it's not that much similar to Trigodistus anymore, which I appreciate. Spinosaurus, attack reduction. Spino Gen 2, HP increase. Okay, cool. Spinotoraptor, HP increase. Attack increase to 1.4k. Thank you so much. Spinotoraptor got obliterated by the tracking rampage nerf, and now I think it's back on its feet. Spinotosuchus, attack increase to 1.3k. Stegosaurus, speed reduction to 116. Stegodorex, HP reduced to 4020. Stygimoloch, attack increased to 1440. Suchomimus, their speed reduction. Suchotator, HP reduction. This is going to hurt a lot of newer players that are struggling with strike towers, obviously, but other than that, not too much to talk about. Tiny Calagris, have his attributes balanced to take out Indoraptor if you correctly predict Indoraptor's evasive stance usage. Yeah. Tiny is back. It can take out Indoraptor again with a damage increase and health reduction. So, if you guys lack an Indo counter, there you go. Tiny Calagris. Tarbosaurus, attack reduced to 1580. That's another example of high crit chance dinos getting their stats reduced because you can't modify crit chances with stat boost. Tyrannosaurus attack. Okay, this part really infuriates me, man. My Tyrannosaurus got its attack reduced, and then Thorodolosaur got an attack increase. Like, why? Tyrannosaurus isn't even even that good. And like, why? Why? I mean, it's like it's barely any attack nerf / buff. Like, it's irrelevant numbers, but it's the gesture, it's the symbolic, gesture that really hurts me in the soul. Makes no sense. Tyrannosaurus, attack reduced to 1130. Triceratops, HP reduction. Trisgen 2, attack reduction. Django, attack reduction. Tormalok, attack reduction to 1050. Greatest stunning impact becomes greatest stunning rampage. I honestly don't know if this is a buff or nerf or not, because Tormalok does rely on that sustained damage output. Like, at this moment, I think Paramalock might be just better than Tormalok, honestly. Utahraptor, attack increased to 1420. Renex, impact on run becomes rampage and run, critical chance increased to 10%, HP reduced to 3.6k. I think this is a huge nerf for Renex. I still have to test it. I might be wrong, but at face value, this is a huge Renex nerf. I personally don't think I don't know if I could run Renex after anymore after this nerf. It just hurts it so bad, man. Net HP reduction, especially with all these stat boosts going around now. You could have Earldom with like a huge turn 1 damage. Like, you don't even need that many stat boosts to make Earldom take out Renex on turn 1 now, if you don't add any HP stat boosts to Renex. So I don't know. I honestly think this is a pretty major nerf to Renex. You just sign a Raptor sliding attack increase to 1.6k because why not? It doesn't make any sense at all, but they're still gonna do it. Doesn't make any sense. They're gonna do it. Raptor, I think, is pretty much just better than UTARINEX at this point. Okay, anyways, that's gonna be it for this one. All the new moves, ability changes, all that stuff, and dino changes. Keep in mind, stat boosts are still a thing, so a lot of these could be totally irrelevant when it comes time to, actually battling. So, anyways, that's gonna be it for this one. That's my little coverage of the 1.7 patch notes. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Part 1, that covers everything else that's not in this video. It will be linked in the description if you guys want to watch that. Huge stuff, huge update. I still have to digest a lot of this myself. Stat boost, I really need to go into this. At first glance, a lot of people are really upset about stat boost. At least in my immediate circle, my circle of players. Not a lot of people like the stat boosts. But yeah, we'll still have to see how that works out. But anyways, yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I probably might stream a bit later today, just because it's patch day and it's hype. So yeah, anyways, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Also post my Discord link in the description so you guys can join the Discord and we could discuss it amongst each other and all other Jurassic World Alive things. So, hope you guys enjoy it. Tell me what you think about the update in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.